Hi guys, it's Jeff here, the photographer's mentor, and in this video I want to talk about content collaboration and combined services. So in my last video about joint ventures, I talked about what a joint venture is. So a joint venture, if you didn't hear the previous video, is basically when you partner with somebody who already serves your ideal client. So say for instance you're a wedding photographer, you could partner with a wedding venue or a bridal shop because those are people who are already serving your ideal client before you in the client journey. So that's a really important thing. They need to be serving your client before coming to you. It's no good partnering with a wedding cake shop or a DJ, because by the time somebody gets to a DJ or getting their wedding cake, they already have their photographer in place. Likewise, for commercial photography, if you partnered with a printer, the chances are that by the time somebody gets to a printer to get their brochures printed, they already have images in place. So what you probably want to do is partner with maybe a designer or a web designer, graphic designer, something like that. So there's lots of different businesses who already serve your ideal client that you can partner up with for content collaboration and combined services. So what is content collaboration? Well, it's a great way of creating content together. So you have your knowledge, you have your experience that can help and educate your ideal clients that are customers of another business or vendor. So I have a photographer who's a headshot photographer, and he is partnered with a Gentleman's Tailors, and he is creating content for Gentleman's Tailors, talking about how to look really approachable, how to really enhance your LinkedIn profile with a great headshot, and talks about the benefits of this great headshot. Likewise, the tailor is creating good content for him to share amongst his business community on LinkedIn about, how to tie a Windsor knot. What are the best in fashion looking sharp suits for this year? So think about your vendors, partners, people who already serve your ideal clients, that you could create some great collaboration for content. So if you're a pet photographer, you could team up with a dog trainer or a dog groomer, and you could share content. They could give you tips on how to keep your dog's coat looking great and immaculate and glossy, and what are the best shampoos and doggy conditioners to use. You can create content for their social media following on how to take better pictures of your pet with your iPhone, how to get your dog to sit and stay still or get their attention when taking pictures, get them to prick up their ears or get them to cock their head to one side. So these sort of things, what it does is it builds up relationships, it builds up trust, and it sends over some of your followers to their page and some of their followers over to your page. So it helps grow your authority, it grow your trust amongst their followers. You become known, liked, and trusted through another channel, and it helps you both keep some great quality content going out across your social media, through your blogs and through your emails. And I have quite a few clients who write blogs, write guest blogs for maybe, you could be a wedding photographer and write a guest blog for a wedding venue to give them top 10 tips to have a stress-free wedding morning. Because as a wedding photographer, you see, what could potentially go wrong on a wedding morning. So you give lots and lots of helpful advice. Now, another way to create joint ventures and collaborations with people, with other vendors and business, is to create what is called combined service offerings. Now, as photographers, we need to be thinking of ways to stand out from the competition on a regular basis. And what better way to do this than to combine your services with somebody else's services? This works really well within the commercial sector. So I think, for commercial photographers especially, it's now our duty to help people get as much engagement and as much eyes on the content that we help them create. So when we create images for them, what we want to do is make sure those images get seen. So what you could do is you could create collaborations to combine the services together with, say, a keyworder, a specialist keyworder, so that when you do your packages, your photography packages, you provide your images all professionally keyworded. So not only are your images attention grabbing and stand out, You help those images get seen. You help them show up on Google. You help people find them easier. There's no point in creating amazing content for your clients if that content isn't getting found. Another great collaboration could be with a copywriter who helps you create content for the posts and the stories that you tell with images. So that could be a service that you create where you have an image and copy package, so that when the customer comes to you, you say, well, not only do we give you attention-grabbing, beautiful images to help your business stand out and get you seen on social media and ranking highly in Google, we also create the content so that professional content that creates desire, stimulates people's urges to buy, and drives that impulse forward to make sure that you get more from every bit of content that you put out there. You could also combine the keywording as well. So think about ways that you can enhance your offering with other service providers who already serve your ideal client and create unique packages that make you stand out. One of the things I did with my business was to create a boudoir makeover business. So I teamed up with Marissa, who was a hair and makeup artist. She was a MAC makeup artist, and we knew that women loved MAC makeup. So we created a bespoke package, which was bridal boudoir hair and makeup package, and then we created boudoir makeup packages with the MAC makeup, and that eventually became a business called Simply You Makeovers. And I went into partnership with Marissa, and we did that for about 5 or 6 years, doing over 1,000 boudoir makeovers per year. So that would create a really niche offering. We were probably one of the only ones in the whole of the Northeast that offered these type of packages, but using a really quality product like MAC makeup to make us stand out. That made us no longer a commodity. We couldn't be compared with other photographers, because even if other photographers were offering makeover, they weren't offering a quality product like MAC. So that made us a little bit different. So think of ways to make yourself less of a commodity in the eyes of your ideal clients. If you're offering keywording for your commercial images and all the other commercial photographers aren't, that makes you stand out. So not only do you help people get seen, you help them get found online too. So that is a great way of utilizing other people to bring a new service together. So you've got content collaboration. That's a great form of joint venture, and combined services. If you haven't grabbed a copy of my book, The Ambitious Photographer's Journal, and this journal talks heavily about joint ventures and collaborations. In fact, so much so that I make it part of a photographer's routine inside the journal. So every week you must reach out for opportunity. And I call these days Opportunity Wednesdays. It's a case of reaching out and approaching people. I do this for my own business. My own business is based on visibility and joint ventures, visibility and getting myself seen. And I quite often use other people's large followings to get my word out there. So I partner with podcasts, associations, I write for magazines. These are all joint ventures and collaborations. And how do I get them? I send messages, I send emails, I send LinkedIn messages, I get on the phone, I contact people. And you know what? The majority of times that I reach out and I'm coming from a place of value that is beneficial to both myself and the party I'm reaching out to, most of the times they turn back and say, Jeff, that sounds like a really good idea. Can we have a call to discuss it further? So don't be afraid to reach out. The worst anybody can say is no, but the chances are they're probably going to say yes. Thanks again, guys. I hope you found this useful. As always, if you do have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Feel free to reach out to me. You can get to my website, thephotographersmentor.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at The Photographer's Mentor. And you can reach out to me on Facebook as well, which is Jeff Brown, The Photographer's Mentor. And when I say I'm here to help, I really mean that. If you drop me a message, I always reply to every message. Especially with just a little voice clip, because it's so easy to just press the voice clip button on Facebook Messenger and give you some tips and advice. Thanks again, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.